In this class, we are going to learn how to make use of decisions in order to arrive at a particular decision in our process applications. So this decision element is part of this systems BPMN element in process applications. So before making use of this element within our business process, we need to create a decision model. In this class, we are going to learn how to create a decision model, and in our next class, we will learn how we can make use of this decision element and consume the decision model and arrive at a decision while building our business process. So in order to create a decision model, we need to go to process application home menu. Just click on this back button. Once the home menu for process application opens up, in the navigation menu on the left side, suppose if this is not open for you, just click on this and you will get the navigation menu. There is an option to create the decision model. Click on this. As of now, I don't have any decision models created in this particular instance. In order to create a decision model afresh, click on this create button on the right top corner. Click on this. Here we can start with a sample. There are few samples available in the quick start for creating decision models. These are made available by Oracle. So we can import a decision model. Suppose if you are building a decision model in your lower environment and want to promote to higher environment, then you can export it from your lower environment and you can make use of this option, that is import a decision model, and import the decision model file over here. We are going to consider creating a decision model from scratch. Click on this create button. Let me name the decision model over here as grade decision. Let me select the space. If you want to attach this to a particular space, you can do this. Check this open immediately and click on create button. Before going ahead, I will show you what decision I am going to arrive at. I am going to create a decision model in order to calculate the grade of a student. So we will have a student who will be enrolled for 4 subjects in a particular class. This will be the input parameters for our decision model as well as for the process application. First thing, we will calculate the total marks. So that will be sum of all the 4 subjects. That is subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3 plus subject 4. That is sum of all 4 subjects. Next, we are going to arrive at the percentage. Now here I am going to consider that all the subjects will be out of 100 marks. So in this case, total, if it is 400 divided by 4, it will be 100. Percentage we are going to calculate with the help of total marks divided by 4. If the mark of students is above 35, they will be considered as pass, and if the percentage is less than 36, that is 35 up to 35, it will be considered as fail. So this will be our result, and the grade will be decided based on the percentage. From 0 to 35, as I told, it will be considered as a fail. 36 to 59 C grade, 60 to 79 B grade, and 81 to 100 A grade. Now we will switch over to our instance, that is decision model creation instance, and begin with the hands-on. Now I will switch this to list mode. I will minimize the navigation menu on the left side so that we will get a bigger window to work with. At high level, Oracle has mentioned over here the step-by-step approach while building the decision model. First is we need to create the decision, we need to define the inputs, we have to model the decision logic, then we have to test the decision model and create a service in order to expose this decision model. First of all, we will create the input. We will first of all go for this second step, then we will come to first step. Now expand this and you will get 2 options, input data and type definition. Suppose if you are creating a simple data types, that is based out of string or the number, then you can straight away go over here and define your input parameters. Now I am going to consider a complex parameter, that is each input variable will have 4 subjects, that is of type number. In order to create a type definition, click on this plus button. From the mode, we need to select the complex. Here I will name this as subjects type. Now I will click on this plus parameter and write over here subject 1. So we'll switch over to this notepad. Just copy this from here and paste it over here. So the type will be number for this, and if you want to allow any value, you can provide it over here. I will click on close. So one parameter or the attribute has been created in this type definition. So like this, we need to create 3 more subjects. So I will create one more over here, that is to accept subject number 2. This is of type number. Click on close. Next, I will create the parameter or the attribute to accept the subject 3 marks. It is of type number. And the last one is to accept the marks for subject 4, and it is of type number, and click on close. Done. Click on close. Next, we will make use of this type and create a input parameter over here. Click on this plus. Here in the mode, we need to select other type. As I told, if you want to create a simple input parameters, you can straight away come to here and you can create 4 parameters over here. That is subject 1 of type number, subject 2, subject 3, subject 4. So I have demonstrated this so that you will know how to use the type as well as the input data. Now I will name this as other type, and in the type definition we need to select the type definition which we have declared over here. And the name for the parameter I will give over here as input subjects. Click on close. Now we have successfully created the input data over here. Click on this arrow mark and toggle this menu in order to create the input data. Next we will add couple of decisions over here. So the first decision in our decision model is to calculate the total marks. All those things you can do in single decision itself, but in order to demonstrate multiple, I am going to demonstrate with the help of multiple decisions over here. Click on this plus. From the options we need to select the expression from here, and I am going to name this as total marks. So output type here will be a number itself, because sum of all the subject marks will be a number. Click on create. Click on this expand. If you don't get the options over here, just click on this control and press space. You will get options like this. Hold control and click on space on your Windows keyboard. And on Mac computers, you have to make use of command and space bar. So I have to select this subject 1, space, add plus over here. Next I have to select the subject 2, space plus. Next I have to select subject 3, space plus, and the subject 4. So total marks will calculate the sum of all the marks, that is for subject 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just tab outside, anywhere outside this space. So you will not see that error. This is done. Click on save. So after calculating total marks, we have to calculate the percentage. This is one more decision and it will be of type, again expression. I am here going to name this as percentage, and the output will be of type number. Done. Click on create. This decision will be after the total marks. So the sequence will be, first it will calculate the total marks, then it will calculate the percentage. Now just click on this expand. Here, as I told, just click on this control and space bar. You will get the options like this. Now if you are not getting the total marks here in the menu, just click on this save. Done. Now again come to expressions. Press control and space. This time you will see this total marks. Select this. Now here we have to divide by 4, as we are having 4 subjects for a student in the particular class. Now here I am going to make use of a function, that is a ceiling function. If you scroll down, you will see a function over here. While calculating this percentage, we will get a decimal number. I don't want to get the decimal number, so I will seal the results. I am going to make use of this ceilings function over here. Just copy everything from here and paste within the ceilings. Done. Just tab outside. Now the errors will go off from here. Done. We need to add one more decision over here, that is if then else, so that we can calculate the result, that is fail or pass. So this we are going to consider with the help of if then else decision. I am going to name this as result over here, and the output type will be a text, either pass or fail. Click on create. Let me drag this and drop it above percentage. Click on save. Just expand this. Here in the expression, in order to arrive at the result, we have to check the percentage. Now enter here the expression. We need to press the control and space bar and select the percentage. We have to check if it is greater than 35. If it is greater than 35, then we are going to consider the student as pass, else it is a fail. Done. Just tab out so that this error will go off. Done. Now at the end we need to create the decision model in order to arrive at the grades. Now in order to do that, click on this plus and select this decision table. Now here I am going to name this as a grade, and output type will be text, because in output we will get the grade, that is A, B, C or F. So let me drag this grade from here and place at the top of the decision model. Just drop it over here. Click on save. Now expand this grade, and the first expression we need to add over here is the result. Now let me just press control and space. Now here I am not seeing anything. Just we need to go to this enter allowed values. Click on this and select any. Click on close. Done. Now press control and space. This time we are seeing the result. Select this. Now we need to add the percentage column as well. In order to add that, click on this add column after. Now here again press the control and the space. We will get the options. We need to select the percentage. In result, first we will define for the fail. Next we will define for the pass. Coming to the percentage, click on this 1 2 3, that is launch unary text editor. From here we need to select the between clause. Here we need to select inclusive, that is first and the last number will be including, that is 0 and 35. So I am going to enter over here as 0, inclusive and 35. Done. Click on close. So if the result is fail and the percentage is between 0 to 35, then the grade will be F. I am going to name over here. Done. Just about. We won't get the errors now. Now in order to add 3 more rows, just click on this first row and select this option, that is add row after. Now here in the result, I am going to add here the pass. Done. Next we can copy the same from here and paste it over here in the second row. So if you don't want to do that, what we can do is we can click on this 1 2 3 and select the between clause. Here the next thing is from 36 to 59. Now there is one more method we can go for exclusive as well, that is from 36 we can go up to 60. So 60 it will exclude and up to 59 it will consider. Click on close. So that is between 36 to 59 it will be considered as C grade. Done. Now we need to add one more row, that is for 61 to 79, that is for B grade. Now let me add over here the data, that is for pass, and here we need to go to range between, that is excluding, that is between 60 to 79, 60 to 80, because 80 it is exclusive. Click on close. Now here the grade will be B grade. Now the last row what we need to add is for the A grade. Click on this add row below. Let me enter the result, that is pass, and here in the percentage we need to go for 80 to 100. Go to between inclusive and inclusive, I will go from 80 to 100. Done. And the grade will be A grade. Done. Click on save. So we have completed creating the decision model, wherein we have a decision to calculate the total marks, percentage, result, and finally the grade. Now before activating this decision and consuming in process application, we need to test this decision model locally. In order to test that, we can make use of this play app. Click on this. Here we need to enter the details. First I will enter to calculate the failed students mark. I will give below 35 for every subject and click on start test. Now the grade is F, that is correct, and the result is fail, correct. Percentage, that is average, is 17, total marks is 68, correct. Now go back. Now let me just consider 80, 81, 85 and 88. This time we should get A grade. Yeah, the output is A, result is pass, percentage is 84, total marks is 334. Now this looks fine. Now next step is we need to publish this application, that is decision model. We can go for the snapshot, click at a snapshot, then activate. I'm going to activate directly. Click on this activate. It is not allowing me to create a activate because we need to expose this decision model over a service. In order to expose this over a service, click on this arrow mark, click on this plus. Here we need to provide the name. I will name this as grade service for students. Click on OK. Now here it will ask what should be the output response. I will consider grade as and the result in the output response, and in input it will be input subjects, that is the input data what we have created over here. So this will be exposed as a JSON service. If you click on the payload, here you will get the details like how you have to construct the request and the response. With the help of this, you can test the application with the help of Postman as well as you can integrate this from the integrations. As we are going to make use of decision element within the BPMN components within our process application, it will be automatically making a call with the help of these services. Let me just toggle this back. click on save, and this time I'm going to activate. Click on activate, provide the name over here so that you can uniquely identify your service. I'm keeping everything default and click on activate. Our application or the decision model got activated successfully. Now next step is we have to consume this decision within our process application, which we are going to look in our next class.